Alright, hello everybody, welcome back again to our 4th episode now in our Frosthaven series. Trying to play through as much of this early access as we can and hopefully use a few more characters as well. But for now, last episode we finished up our first of several retirement quests for our Drifter, so we can retire him and move on to a new character, probably unlock a new building. And then we started building our mining camp so we can start getting some resources. From just spending like 2 gold to get 1 metal is what that'll do for us in the beginning each time we come back to the settlement, so that'll help us be able to build other things, get equipment, things like that. But for now we're going to go ahead and jump back to the world map, and we're going to go back to Avalanche here and continue the main campaign towards the Algox campaign. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I've been really enjoying the Deathwalker. I really kind of learned how to use the shadows, and it's doing a lot better. It's been a lot of fun.
Struggling to get by in a world of ice. Imagine your surprise then to see a group of 10 people standing around a donkey on the road. A particularly intoxicated
this one's funny.
Stumbles up to you.
It's the drink, donkey.
He looks back over his shoulder, half to indicate the donkey and half to confirm the donkey is in fact still there.
It's the best donkey outside of Frosthaven.
He drags you over by the arm to take you on a tour of the donkey's offerings. He points to a barrel hanging off the donkey.
On this side, he's got a barrel of ice wine.
He shows you a matching one on the other side of the donkey.
And on this
Okay, so donate some food to the donkey, food side, to partake in the 2 drink sides, or lead these drunks back to the safety of Frosthaven.
The donkey food.
On
the backside.
I feel like this is a bad idea. Like, we're gonna end up going into the match like poisoned or muddled or something. But this may cause us to be like discard a card. So these are probably both bad things. But I'm gonna take them back to Frosthaven.
It takes several hours, but you manage to drag these drunks, donkey and all, back to the walls of Frosthaven.
Okay, so we got 10 gold, but yeah, we have to discard 2 ability cards to start the next quest. That sucks. That sucks. Alright, well, we needed the gold though, so that's good.
Camouflaged into an outcropping of a stone cliff face sits a Savas.
Wait, why is there another event? There should only be 1 road event.
Proudly reveals itself with a long, gravelly clearing of its throat.
Oh, it made me do another road event because I went back to Frosthaven. Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Rock, standing with a creaking stretch. Some Savas modify their bodies through painful sculpting.
Oh, this is the riddles.
Their rocky skin like carved marble.
Oh boy, okay.
This one has chiseled its face into the visage of a lion.
So, fished from the waters, drawn from the earth, my presence bears both jealousy and mirth. I've corrupted and captivated. I'm sought out and sold. If you still can't guess me, I'm worth my weight in gold.
I'll give you something worthy of your
We had this one in the board game, but I had other people to help me. I'm never very good with riddles. Let's see. Fished from the waters. Drawn from the earth. My presence, jealousy and mirth.
My presence bears
Corrupted and captivated. I'm sought out and sold. If you still can't guess me, I'm worth my weight in gold.
Captivated. I'm sought out and sold.
Can't be gold, right? Because that is the thing. Like, it's mentioned in the riddle.
In gold.
So, one of these things, I mean, you don't sell gold necessarily. You buy stuff with it. I don't know. You still can't guess me. I kind of want to say power, but it's not a pearl. Fish from waters and drawn from the earth. I mean, could be salt. But jealousy and mirth from salt. Corrupted and captivated. Gold kind of does fit all of these things. Is it really that easy? Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to say gold.
Clever.
Wow, it does just give you the answer.
It scratches
Okay.
its stony fingers along its face in thought.
Perhaps you are the ones.
So we gained inspiration, we gained 20 shared gold, and another road event was unlocked. Cool. Alright. So 10 more gold, that's awesome. Because her request, I believe, is the one where she needs to get 100 gold. So you know what? Of course, we got to keep having to use gold to put things in town. I kind of want to just give all the gold to her, but that would be at 25. We'd be a quarter of the way there. Let's see. Let's give him 5. Anytime we get gold, let's give more to the Deathwalker. And that'll help us get there faster. Okay, so battle goals, Drifter, Accountant, have 0 cards each time you rest. That can be challenging. Sleeper, I mean, it's not challenging if, I think he has 12 cards, so as long as you burn, like, you evenly use cards. If you burn a card, you'd have to burn another one before you rested. Sleeper, have 1 or more cards each time you rest. And then Pacifist, kill 3 or fewer enemies. None of these are very good. I guess we could try for the 0 cards each time you rest. And then for her, let's see, never exit a hex adjacent to an enemy except through forced movement. As long as I don't get her adjacent to somebody, that'll be really easy. But if someone comes up to her, I usually want to move her away, so that could be bad. Sadist, kill 5 or more monsters during the quest. I mean, that's probably possible. Take only long rests, which is supposed to be an easy one. I messed it up last time. You know what? We're going to do Duelist and see what happens. Alright. Here we go.
You stand. You turn when the avalanche stops.
So we got caught in an avalanche. I think I remember this one. There's like snow piles, and they do damage to you if you're next to them. But I think they damage the enemies too, I think. So you can use them. And I think you also have to... You have to like escape or get to the other side of the map or whatever. We're gonna find out. Because yeah, I want to get Drifter retired and use the Frozen Fist. And then if we retire Deathwalker, we might throw in maybe a more complex character. So like Geminate or Blinkblade maybe. We'll see when we get there. Okay. So, yeah. When a hero opens the door, all snowdrifts in the previous room are destroyed. Okay. Heroes adjacent to a snowdrift suffer 2 at the end of each round. And all heroes start with Brittle. But, I think she's immune to scenario effect. I'm not sure about him. Well, excuse me. Alright. And then, yeah, you have to escape without being exhausted. So we gotta get all the way there. Okay, so enemy-wise isn't too bad. We just have, what, 2 guys? Got a Elite Frost Demon back there and a Snow Imp right here. Alright, so... I kind of want to try the move 4, attack 4 thing again with him and get his perk, but I'm not sure that's a good idea. Maybe we go with... I want to kill this guy quick. Before he starts attacking and brittling us and stuff. So I may wait to activate Crushing Weight and stuff. So what can we do instead? I could potentially take him out. I mean, that could... Man, I don't know. Wait, we did have the new card. Is this the new card? Yeah, where it does splash damage. Although that's not going to do much good in this map. Because there's not a whole lot of enemies. I mean, it does actually damage these. You can destroy these. So, you know what? Let's just stick with our normal plan. Let's just stick with the normal. We'll do Crushing Weight. Can I change where I start? No? Okay. So we're gonna actually... No, I want to take this guy out. Fortitude and just prudent preparation to go early. Oh, that's right. It's making me discard cards. That's why. Okay, I totally forgot about that. Because of the road event, we have to discard 2 cards at the beginning of the scenario. So, continuous health maybe, deadly shot, fortitude, shockwave. Okay, that's fine. And relentless. We'll discard those 2. Okay. Now that I remember what's going on. And then for her, let's see, deepening, nope. Shadow Step, Fluid Night, Black Barrage, Call of Doom, sure, and Call of the Abyss we want to hang on to, Eclipse we need to use, Sunless Apparition. Okay, now we're ready to actually start, and now it's showing, so yeah, she's immune to the brittle at the beginning of the scenario, but he gets it, okay. So, prudent preparation, fortitude, let's try and kill this guy, and then for her, I just need to plop out the shadows. So we'll just go late with her with that. At the top. So I need a bottom. Where's the move all? Yeah, move all 2. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna move 2 here. Get up to him. Hopefully we'll get a +1 here and take him out. +2, good. You don't have to worry about him. So that was easy. And this guy won't be able to get to us because the road's blocked. So we're safe for a few turns here. Let's go ahead and place our shadows. 1, 2, and 3. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So shadows placed. Move all those shadows to hexes. Won't quite get it to this guy, but it'll be close. I kind of want to leave one to take out these. It's not really necessary. That one could take him out anyway. It's still next to him. Okay, and then confirm and move that one up. There we go. We got almost all of our shadows already to the door, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and use our stamina potion right now, and we'll go ahead and get... We are activating Dark with what we just did, didn't we? Yeah, so we'll get Black Barrage back because we can use that to hit this guy from behind the snowdrifts, maybe. Okay, now I need to take out some snowdrifts here so we can get by. Of course, I could just, let's see, Deadly Shot, 1, 2, 3. I would have to move up next to snowdrifts to use Deadly Shot, which means I'd suffer 2 damage. 4 damage because I'm brittled. Although I could get rid of that by... Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and just move up. We'll take the damage, it's fine. Or actually, no, we should use this turn to get Crushing Weight active. Let's do that. And then I think Continuous Health, I think that's the way we're going to go again. Okay, and then for her, we'll go ahead and it's attack 1 at any range adjacent to at least 2 shadows. So if I move a couple of my shadows up, I can use Deepening Despair. So we're going to use that, and then I should have move all shadows like 1. Have that one again. Move 2, move all shadows 1 hex. That's what we want. We'll try to take this guy out before he can even do anything to us because he's trapped behind the snowdrifts. And since we have the Deathwalker and we can attack at like infinite range here, so we'll move this way so we're not next to the dirt or the snow, and then we'll move that one up there, and then move this one here. Now he's adjacent to 2 shadows. last shadow just closer to the door. Okay, now we can attack him. We'll go ahead and use the advantage on it. Might as well. So, +1 or -1? So +1. Good. He's half dead already. Still need to activate our marking thing, though. Okay, let's get this activated. And this activated. So Drifter does have, I believe it's 12 cards. So you are absolutely meant to have at least 2 active cards every time you play him, because you still have a full hand of 10 cards when you do that. So if you play Drifter, you absolutely need to be playing at least 2 of your active bonuses. And honestly, you can get away with doing 4 as long as you're on a map that, you know, you can finish quickly. If you waste too many turns when you do that, you will end up going down. But you'll also be a lot stronger because of having 4 of those bonuses, which means you might be able to clear the map faster as well. Speaking of clear the map, we need to get rid of these snow piles so we can keep moving. So let's go with... I'd like to attack more than one, but that's not going to happen. We're just going to take the damage here. So let's use Vial Assault to get some health, and then use the top of pretty much anything. Not this, because that won't count as killing an enemy, because they're not enemies, they're like objects or whatever. Sustain momentum, that way we get our charge back. Okay. And she can probably finish him. Well, if I could, I don't want to consume a shadow with, what is it, Fluid Knight. I don't want to do that unless I have Call of the Abyss active. So I really need to get that active. Maybe that's what I'll do this turn. That's what I'm going to do. I'll get that active, and then... Is there any point? There's not really much point in moving any shadows at this time, so... I could get him wounded, possibly. It depends if he moves or not. He'll move if I destroy this first, but I'd rather not. Like, I'm going to go late. I'm going to go late so that he goes before I do, hopefully. Yep, and then he won't do anything because he can't get to us. And now I've got a free turn to do everything I want to do. So we'll move up here. We'll skip the rest of the movement. Get our health, which gets rid of our brittle, so we're only going to take 2 damage from the one snow pile that we're still going to be adjacent to. So got rid of that snow pile. We'll get a crushing weight charge back. Cool, cool. Alright, and then... 4 loot. 4 gold, I mean. That's good. Okay, we're going to get our marks available and be used. And then... We'll do this, but it's not going to... Actually, no. There's no point. We're just going to skip it, because he's not going to move. So we receive our 2 damage because we're next to a snow pile of the Avalanche here. And then now, taking this guy out, hopefully, if we use Shadow Step to make sure we go early. Actually, Fluid Knight's probably early enough on its own. But I guess it doesn't really matter because we're just going to be using basic move on something anyway. Okay, so we hopefully will take that guy out before we even need to use the Drifter to do it. And then we'll use... I mean, a move 3 is fine, probably. Trying to think how to... I'm going to have to take out at least this snow pile so that we have a safe spot here to stand on. Or just skip these and go up here. Let's just use that one for movement, and then I want to make sure we kill whatever we attack, so we'll use that. Okay, he's going late, so he should be dead one way or another. We'll attack with this shadow. Hopefully this will get him. Mark him. Nope, didn't quite get him. Got 1 health left. So we'll have to use the Drifter to finish him off. And then there's not really a good... I mean, I could use my move 6, but I don't want to do that. We'll just move 2 back over here, staying away from the dangerous snow piles that hurt us. Alright, we'll use Drifter to finish him off then. And yeah, we'll take damage from the snow pile again, but it's not a big deal since we got our healing thing active. We'll make sure this guy goes down, and yes, he does. Now we'll get to create a shadow. So we'll put our shadow back down right there. Okay, and then let's see, let's get a continuous health charge back. Now, I should have gotten this, but I guess it is counting these as enemies, because I didn't get this, because you're adjacent to exactly one enemy, regain the use of an active ability. It didn't happen, so... yeah, I'm guessing it counted these as enemies. Weird. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do that, and then... we got darkness, so we'll use this to hopefully kill a snow pile, and then we'll just move up a little bit. Or honestly, once we go through the door, all these piles disappear anyway. But we can give her a safe place to stand. There's not a pile here, so they can both have a safe place to stand if I take stuff out. So let's use our darkness, because we get XP for it as well anyway. There, we'll get rid of that pile. And, well, we would have a safe place to stand, except for... we would have been next to one of them anyway. So, oh well, it's fine. She'll take 2 damage. We're about the long rest anyway, so the 2 damage is not a big deal. Now, he won't take anything. We can do this, and we'll get that loot as well. Hopefully we kill this. Come on. Good. And then we get our loot. Okay, and then we could go through the door, which would get rid of all these piles, but I'm on my last turn here, so that's not a good idea. Let's just get next to the door. And then we'll skip in turn. She's going to take 2 damage, it's fine. And now it's time to long rest, and I have to have 0 cards when I rest. 0 cards. Long rest for him. And I honestly, I want the long rest here, so I'll take 2, but then I'll heal 2. No biggie. So heal 2. Let's see what we're gonna get rid of. Probably Shockwave, because like I said, I don't see that being very useful for us on this one. Unless, well, later on there's enemies that kind of group together. I might hang on to it just so we might get a chance to use our new card. Let's see, what else could we get rid of? Deadly Shot is good for the movement. I mean, Violent Inheritance is nice because it helps us pick up loot, but it's not necessary, so we'll get rid of that one. Prioritizing victory over loot right now. Okay, and then for the Deathwalker, let's see, Fluid Knight is definitely a no-go. Anger of the Dead, maybe. Deepening Despair. No. Call of Doom, I just like because I can activate Darkness with my movement and then use Black Barrage afterwards. But other than that, it's not super useful. Although, wait, that's our best move though, because yeah, her highest move is 3, unless I use Shadow Step to move 6, or the top of it to move 3 to a shadow. Nope, it's fine. We're getting rid of Call of Doom. It's fine. We'll make it work. Okay, now we're gonna go through this door, and let's go with a move 3 and shield. So we'll have a shield because we don't know what we're walking into, and then if I get to something, I could take it out potentially, as long as I don't want to use a range because it'd be too weak. So we're gonna go with Fortitude probably, which I could have range with if I need it, so let's do that. And then for her, we're gonna do, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3 to a shadow right now, so I kind of want to, I'm gonna use Shadow Step just to move up, use that for my movement, and then do something to move my shadows. Yeah, just move all shadows 2 to get them all in the room, hopefully. Okay, let's see what happens here. I'm going to go ahead and use the boots, just so I've got the extra movement. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The game just crashed on me. Technical difficulties. That room was too much. It couldn't take it. It couldn't take it. Give me a second, I'll get back in there. That's the first time it's ever crashed on me like that. That's the first time I've ever seen it crash. So, that was new. And I've put over, I think, 11 or 12 hours into it now. So, that's the first time it's crashed. So, not a big deal. Could be my PC too. Could possibly. My PC is... It's pretty old. It's getting pretty old at this point. I need a new one. But, like, I'm not a millionaire, so I can't really afford a good one. Gotta save up. Alright. So, the nice thing about Frosthaven, though, which Gloomhaven didn't do, I don't think that I can remember. Gloomhaven did not, like, autosave. It didn't save every turn, I don't think. The digital. I don't know. I could be wrong now, but I don't remember being able to go back to autosaves. With Frosthaven, it autosaves every single turn. So, even when it crashed, we should be able to start right back at the beginning of that turn again, and everything should be fine. We didn't lose, like, the entire scenario, because that would be really annoying. So we should start right back in there on whatever round we were on. Yep, round 7, here we are. So, same thing, Shockwave, and Fortitude, and hopefully it doesn't crash on us this time. Let's see, what did I pick last time? Shadow Step for the movement, and then Moving Shadows too. Yep. Okay, move 3, use the boots, don't crash on me.
You scrabble.
Yay, okay, we're good. Okay, there's a guy right there. Yeah, I'll take damage from snow piles, but I don't really care. It's fine. So we're going to move here. And then skip the rest of the movement. Let's try and take this imp out before he can do anything. Oh no, -2. Dang it. Left them with 1 health. No, we don't use our potion right now. Okay. Move 3 to one of our shadows. And then move all shadows 2. Let's see, which one? We'll move this one over here. And then we'll move this one straight up. This one right into the doorway. Okay. Now, what are these guys doing? They're attacking at range 3, so I'm probably gonna take hits from all of them. At least I can take no damage from that one, but I'll get brittled. Nope, I can prevent it this time. Oh, was that it? Okay, good. The other ones couldn't get to me. Sweet. I prevented the brittle, so I didn't take 4 damage there. That's good. Alright, now I gotta go... Let's use this for the healing, and then let's go take this dude out. And here, if I move a shadow 5... 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, I can get to him. So we're gonna use... Fluid Knight, and then move a hex up to, or a shadow up to 5. This was not too bad. These characters actually make this setup of like party composition makes this not too bad to do actually. So actually, can I move the one that's in the farthest in the back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be adjacent to that guy. So yes. Okay, so we're gonna move this one. Move it 5. The shadow comes for you, imp. Alright. And attack. 4, 5. Yes, we'll just go ahead and use the advantage, because why not? Mark him. ×2. And a miss. So good thing we used the advantage. I mean, the ×2 was the first one, so we would have got him, but our next one definitely would have been a miss. Now, it'll get shuffled, and our next one hopefully won't be a miss. And then we can put this shadow so it's adjacent to the next guy. Okay, and that was a good turn. All right, and then we'll move over here so we can get away from the snow piles. Get our health back. And then hopefully take this guy out and get a charge of something back as well. Yep, got rid of him. Okay, crushing weight. It's down to 2. We definitely need to get one of those back. And then, yeah, we'll use this because I used my shield and I used my armor both. So let's get those back with our potion here. And our boots. I could get the boots back, actually. I think I'm okay without the boots. Let's just go with the armor. That did give me those back, right? Yeah, okay. Yep, because here goes my armor again. So good thing I picked that. Oh crap, I didn't actually select it, I guess, so it didn't work. Oh well, it doesn't matter. It's only 2 damage. Dirt to dirt. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get rid of this guy with, yeah, sustained momentum. We only need to move 2 to get to him. Alright, and for her, it's time to get some shadows moving. Maybe do a teleport, although that's kind of in the way. We could just get rid of a snow pile. Let's see. Do we have... We can move shadows 2. Not sure what I want to do with her, because we can move... I'm going to move my shadows this turn so I can teleport to one next turn. So... we're just going to use Wave of Anguish, and then we're just not going to attack anything. Because he's probably going to be gone anyway. Wait a minute. Well, we could get rid of a snow pile. So let's go ahead and use Deepening Despair. And then... yeah, move 2. Okay, we beat the imp. That's good. Now, I should be able to hit this from here. Yep. Oh, nice. ×2 again. A little bit overkill for that snow pile, but hey. Alright, and then I can move 2 over here, so I'm not next to a pile of snow. And then move all my hexes, or my shadows 1. He's probably going to be gone. So I'm just going to go ahead and move it towards the door. And these are probably not going to catch up. Because I need a way to move more shadows more faster. But honestly, I mean, if I get up here with, you know... Actually, what I need to do is I need to kill this guy without using a shadow. That way I can create a new shadow. Got a shadow hop. Okay. Move 2. Oh, I'll have to be next to a snow pile. That's fine. No big deal. Attack 4. Please get him. Yes. Getting lots of ×2 right now. And then let's get that charge of crushing weight back. And now we'll take 4 damage. That's fine. That's fine because it's easy to heal. Let's see. Yeah, we'll move 3 and probably just attack with like a... Actually... 1, 2, 3... what can you do? What do you got left? Okay, I'm gonna try to take this out with her, this snow pile, hopefully, and then I'll be able to move him. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and still be next to a pile. Because I want to use, I really want to use like Relentless to get 2 charges back. I may just have to move like away. Wait a minute, I gotta move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is a safe space. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. But we're still gonna try and teleport up here. And then just attack 2, hopefully get a +1 and take this snow pile out so we don't have to take damage. And we got a -1, so that's fun. Okay. Well, she's going to take damage. Because I definitely want to use this to get some charges back. Then just have him move 4 into the corner. Okay. So he has to long rest. Shoot! I have a card left in my hand. Dang it. What? Oh, because yeah, because I burned 1, so I would have had to have burned 2 basically. So I should have took damage and just negated it by burning this card to get my. I keep messing these battle goals up. It's getting very frustrating. Is there any way to fix that right now? I don't think so. No way to fix it. Oh, whatever. Okay. Okay, and with her, I kind of want a short rest here because, I mean, no, long rest. She'll take 2, she'll heal 2. It's fine. Let's get rid of something. Relentless now. We got our use out of it. We're good. Okay. End his turn. Deathwalker. Heal 2, which you're going to immediately lose. And what are we going to lose here? Not Dark Fog. Maybe Wave of Anguish. Because we're not going to have enough shadows up there to make that useful. But we can. They also move shadows for us. He's my quick way out. You know, Deepening Despair is going to get harder to use now. We'll get rid of that one. Okay. Well, that sucks. Lost my card for him. What about her? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'm getting annoyed. It's too hard to keep track of this. Actually, no. It's because it counted these stupid snow piles as enemies. Because I never had her adjacent to an enemy. So that's dumb. These shouldn't count as enemies. These are like objects. But because they do damage, they have to mark them as enemies. Pretty sure in the board game version, they're not considered enemies, though. They damage you, but they're not considered enemies. I mean, that's how I would play it in the board game. So this is a programming issue here where they made these an enemy class so that they would do damage to you, because only enemy classes can do damage to you, probably. So that's something that should probably be modified, unless that is the way it's supposed to be. But if that's the case, I think that's kind of dumb, because it shouldn't affect a card like this. But here I am just making excuses and complaining. Let's move on. Okay. Shockwave again, possibly, probably. Yeah, why not? And then Fortitude. That's a good door opening move. And for her, we'll just go ahead and move our shadow in to kill something with it, hopefully. So Fluid Knight and Dark Fog. Let's get this over with. Move 3, we'll use the boots, make it 4.
It's just snow, you keep telling yourself.
Alright, this one, let's see, who are we going to take out? These guys brittle, so they're the more dangerous enemy. So we're going to run all the way over here. Get away from the snow piles. Give ourselves a shield. And hopefully take out this guy before he can do anything. Got him. Alright. Cool. End Drifter's turn. Deathwalker. Let's move the shadow that we're standing on. Confirm. Because I want to move it all the way up to here as well and take out the other imp. Hopefully. Yep, we'll use our advantage. Make sure we get him. Mark him. So we'll get a new shadow up there. Good thing we use advantage. Although, -1, yeah, we still got him. But there, we took care of the most annoying enemy because of the freaking brittle they do, like, all the time. And then we'll put the new shadow right here underneath this guy. And then I think, what was their movement? 2? 3? Oh, okay, he is going to get to her. That's bad. That's bad. Hey, she survived. Alright. This guy is going to not do damage because he pulled the miss. Alright, now we got to take him out. We don't have to, technically. Technically, we just need to get here, but... let's use... let's see. Vile Assault will definitely get him by the time it's all done. So that's what we'll do. And then we just need to... really don't need to do anything. Just throw Bloodletting in there too. We'll make sure he goes down. And then for her... she needs something. I don't know what to do. Let's do this. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, here we go. Okay, they're going to immobilize. Okay, that's... I mean, that's going to be annoying. No, they go before him, so it's fine. It's fine. And they're not moving. So, we are going to... too bad we're not next to that loot. We are going to teleport back here behind him. And actually, since... yeah, I just realized it's bad because I'm next to a snow pile and I only have 2 health. So, instead of attacking him, let's attack this. If I consumed the shadow within 3... no. Just hopefully this gets it. Didn't get it. Well, we'll have to burn a card. Oh well. Okay, now the Drifter is going to take this guy out. Confirm target. Get him again. He's gone. Alright, and we're mobilized. We can't move. Skip movement. Burn a card. Don't even care because we're pretty much done here. So, yeah, all I have to do is escape. So I don't even have to finish this guy off, actually. I could just hop over here and be done. And here's where it would have been nice to still have my loot card. I do want to pick up this loot before I leave. Or at least one of them. So let's do... let's just do this. Deadly shot. We'll take a pot shot at him on our way out. With her... can I... Sunless Apparition is at the bottom. So I'd have to move my shadows first. Or I could... wait. Shadow Step. Black Barrage. Moves them 2. But 2 doesn't cut it because it would be still like on a snow pile. Oh well, we'll just see what happens. He's gonna move 3 and shield. That's all he's doing. So let's go ahead and hit him first. No damage, but it's poisoned. Okay, and then we're gonna move up here and grab a loot. Loot some more gold. Okay, and we have to at least destroy one of these piles. But I think man, I don't know what I want to do here. I want that loot before I leave. But I can short rest and get my teleport, and I can do that. I really need the shadow to be on the other side of this so I can just teleport out of here. But I also have this guy breathing down my neck now. Alright, you know what? Wait, I've got... Okay. We're going to basic move back onto the loot. Skip so we can get the loot, and then we're going to attack 2 on this snow pile with from range, and got a +1, so there we got our path through now. 2 lumber. Nice. And he's got so many turns left. I'm fine with just moving on here and grabbing this loot as well before we leave. Her, I'm going to get her out of here, though. We're going to short rest. That is fine. And then we're going to just use Anger of the Dead on this guy on our way out. And then we're going to walk out of here with the bottom of Shadow Step. Why not? Do we get an experience point for that? No. Okay, but we will get 1 for this. Alright. So let's take a shot at him. Let's eat the 1 shadow that we have nearby. Yep, just the 1. But we could possibly get him with this. Hey, we did. Nice. There. Took him out anyway. She got the XP for it. And look, there's more loot. Oh. Actually, yeah, just put the shadow wherever. How greedy am I? I mean, how many turns I got left? I probably got plenty of turns. I can grab that loot before I leave. Right? Even if I have to negate damage to get it. Although I could just move here, because then I can teleport later. Just use my loot card to get it. Yeah, we're going to do that. And he's going to... You know what? Since this, considering these enemies, this should give me a charge back if I go here. Yeah, it did. See, yeah, these shouldn't be counting as enemies, I don't think. But anyway. If it's going to, I'll use it to my advantage. Boink. Alright. Crushing weight. Alright, so we got that loot, and then we're going to grab this loot. Yes, I am just grabbing all the loot before I leave, because why not? We've got the turns. I'm not going to go back and grab all this, obviously, but we don't need a long rest anymore. So, short rest. And for her, let's see, we got... I'll just use the loot card, and then the next turn's a nothing turn. Yep, sure, burn it. Whatever. Okay, now let's get him out of here, or start working on it. Let's see, should we just walk around, or... Nah, we'll get rid of one of these ones that's in our way. With fortitude, and... just a basic move, so... There we go, and then we're good here. Alright. Do that, we're going to grab our loot. Oh, that's him. Okay. Move 2 over here. Get rid of this snow pile. There, he's got his way out now. So next turn, we'll probably get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and do this so I can grab that loot. Arrowvine. She needs money. All the money. Skip the rest of this, and then we'll just walk off the map here in a second. Doesn't matter. Short rest, it's fine. Better than that, it's fine. Doesn't matter. And where's my... Oh yeah, shadow step. Okay. So, we'll get some more experience on our way out, though. By doing this and attacking something. Just get the XP out of it. And then we'll get out of here. There we go, and she can escape. And then he can escape. Skip. Skip. Escape. There we go. That was actually really easy. Yeah, that one wasn't bad at all. I mean, having the Deathwalker helps because you can attack those enemies that are behind snow piles without having to destroy the snow pile and get close to them first. Award for the most damage dealt, most enemies killed. Back to the outpost. That was really short. What did it take, like 35 minutes? Okay, party gains 2 shared metal. We got new quest, Snowscorn Peak, and then Temple Entrance. Interesting. 2 metal. Let's just give, yeah, each one gets 1. Back to town.
Pinter Droman, Frosthaven's resident quattril tinkerer, is unwrapping a package wrapped in brocade in his workshop.
Come take a look. Can't believe
This is
it.
my outpost
One
event.
of the guards just dropped this off. Says he found it on the hillside.
Out from the cloth comes what looks like a long metallic purple blade.
Remarkable. Believe it or not, this is an antler from a Bromix.
Okay.
Butler settlers brought them here over a century
So
ago,
use it
but,
as a mutable
they'll die out. What
material for
sort of
crafting, or weave it into an art piece.
Watch this.
He swings a heavy wrench at the antler.
I like having
snapping
more
it in 2
stuff to
pieces.
use.
Right. Let's see
Art
if
piece
the
probably gives
myths
me city
are
morale or
true.
something, but I mean, we're doing
Grabs the
decent
2
with
halves
8.
of the antler, and
I'm gonna go with the crafting
Pinter
material.
fires up the furnace.
We need to get it nice and toasty.
So we
to
gain
melt
any
this
3
beauty.
materials, that's cool.
Pinter lobs
Bromix
the
tracks
Bromix
found.
antler in.
That leads to like a
Soon,
special quest later
purple
on, I think.
liquid pours out the side
And then we
drains
did
into
get
the
1
mold
morale
for
from it.
3
Cool. So yeah, that's a good spread. Wait a minute. It doesn't have to just be wood. Is that what we even need right now? What's our... I wish I could see our... Okay, I guess I can. They're right here. We don't have any hide. So, no, let's not take wood. Let's, like, 2 hide and 1 hide. There. Okay, and our mining camp is done now, which means we can go over here to our mining camp, and for 2 gold, we can buy another metal. So we're going to do that. And then the next thing, let's go look at new buildings again. And let's see, the logging camp or the hunting lodge. I mean, we're low on hide, I guess, so let's see if we can do the hunting lodge. And we can. So let's go ahead and build that next. Let's give, Drifter's giving all his gold because she needs gold for retirement. So, and then he can give 2 wood, she can give 2, it's only 1 metal, and then 2 hide. I feel like there was something I wanted to craft. Armor. He needs, I think he needs 2 hide for it, so we're still not going to be able to do it. But I want to get this built. There we go, under construction. Okay, let's look at alchemy. I think we did pick up some herbs, but I don't know if we got anything new. Does not look like it. Nope, nothing new we can do there. At the craftsman, yeah, he needs armor, but yeah, it takes 2 hides, so I'm still gonna have to wait on that. Nothing else makes sense for him right now. He's pretty decked out. And then what's she missing? She doesn't have a second hand item. That's or shoes. So, but I used her hide as well, so we can't give her shoes either. Okay, so nothing else going on there yet. So let's go back to the outpost. Okay, so we do have our wall done, our decrepit wall. So that's nice. And yeah, let's see, we've been at this for what? About an hour, so let's see what we would do next. World map and this temple entrance. Okay, that one's a side quest, I believe. And Snowscorn Peak is where we're going. So that one is a boss fight. But we can't do it yet because we need the climbing gear. So we have to make that back in Frosthaven. So we'll have to do something else, which means we'll probably go and do the temple entrance. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. We're only an hour in. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do it. Start.
The treacherous road ahead of you is blocked by a tattered blue blanket stretched across the path. Your approach disturbs the Inox under it, who jumps up in surprise.
Oh, wasn't expecting to see others out here. You from Frosthaven? I used to be from there, but I haven't been back in a while.
He rubs
Offer
the
him
gray fur
herbs
on
for
his
woodcutting
chin
skills.
thoughtfully,
Offer
which
him
irritates one of the
hides for
long
woodcutting
scratches
skills.
running down his face. A bit of blood oozes out.
I don't have any
He sees your
hides, so let's
concern.
give him some herbs. Lose 2 herbs. We'll just do 1 of each. Oh, wait a minute. We only have 1 snow thistle, so let's just do 2 arrow vine.
I built up a bit of skill with the saw.
So from now on, loot bags will contain greater rewards. Oh, cool. Alright, I'm glad we gave him something.
What he lacks in
We can get more loot now from our
certainly makes up in skill.
loot bags.
You learn
Sweet.
a thing or two before.
Okay, Mayazer, never exit a room with loot bags in it. You know what? Yeah, because she needs to be looting. That's what we're doing. I'm not even looking at the other ones. Dynamo, kill an enemy with at least 4 more points of damage. That's very possible with him. Die hard, never have your health below half, and never pour... Well, that's not happening. Dynamo. Okay. Let's go.
Approaching the ruins on the mountain slope. But you're...
So this one will have some automatons to deal with. I think there's like the ancient cannons. Some of these enemies can be very challenging to deal with. Frustrating sometimes, but we'll get it. Actually, it will help. Again, having the Death Walker and being able to throw our shadows, we'll be able to stay out of range. But Drifter won't. Drifter will have to walk right up there and take hits. But that is his job. He is the tank. Okay, so we just have to kill all the enemies. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right. I'm gonna go for something here. I want to do the move 4s, attack 4s. I don't know if it's a good idea. I think there's stuns that can happen, which means I would mess it up. We could try going for having 4 different persistent abilities activated. So we may lose this one because I'm going to be a little more risky. I want to do 4 persistent abilities. We have to have 1 use left at the end of the quest. That is so hard to do. It'd be easier to do this one, and we just have to hope we don't get stunned. I don't think these guys stun, but I think there's a big golem guy back here that does. Or at least he can. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go crushing weight and sustain momentum. Yep, crushing weight, sustained momentum. That's what we're doing for turn 1. We're just going to prep. We should be out of range of at least the back cannons. Also, we should spread out because they have area attacks. mean, is this... Let's see, it's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically farther away there. Okay. Deathwalker is... Got to get my shadows out there. And... There's basically 2 prep turns when you do use her. So Eclipse, and then where's the one where I can move Shadows 2? Right there. Okay, they got range 5, which means they can hit us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, well, it is what it is. Oh, see, I already messed this up. If I'm trying to do this, you have to move on turn 1. Hang on. Let's restart that. Ah, duh. You have to move every turn. Or you have to move or attack 4/4 or better every turn. So I have to move up or attack or whatever. So let's do that again. I'm not gonna mess it up on turn 1, otherwise I just pick different cards. Okay, let's try that again. So put you over here. You're already over there. Good. So we will activate Crushing Weight. Actually, something that might be better, which I never go this way with him. I'm not using that one, though, for range, so... Yeah, I don't think this is a good map to actually go for that, now that I think about it. Because putting him up here and taking all those hits... Yeah, we're gonna maybe not do that. Nah, screw it, we'll go for it. So, Crushing Weight, and then we just need to move 4. So... Deadly Shots, a move 4. There we go. But let's just go late. Hopefully, I don't remember... How late are they going? We need to go later than that. We need to go... Sustain momentum first. But then we have to attack. So, never mind. It's just is what it is. Okay. And then for her, we're going to use... Same plan. So, Eclipse, and then move Shadows 2. Alright. They're going at 71. Of course they are, which means I beat them. Ugh. I'd rather them go first, because only one would have been able to hit him, and then I could move up safely. Now we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of them will be able to hit me if I move up there. What are they attacking for? 2, 3? That's too much. So we can't move up there yet. So we're going to activate this. Then we're just going to run around in circles so that we move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do. We moved 4, so we get to still do our thing. Try to get our extra perk point, our mastery. So he's gonna get hit by... Wait a minute. Who else is able to hit him? Oh no, it's her. Yeah. Okay, this room's kind of annoying because these cannons and their range. Okay, but let's get our shadows out there. So they're gonna be able to move them too. So this one definitely gets to him. I'm not gonna get this one. I could get to that one. So we'll put one there, put one there, put one there. Confirm. And then move all of them too. So I'm gonna move this one right here, so it's adjacent to that cannon. We'll move this one straight up and go for the cannon in the back. Can't quite get there yet. And then this one can go to the cannon to the left, because I can go onto that obstacle pile with it. There. And now... Yeah... I want to use my stamina potion right now to get Black Barrage back. And hopefully I'm going to do a lot of damage on this next turn. I have a plan. have a plan. Okay. So we're still good here. We're still active. We need to move 4 and hit for, or at least do an attack 4. So, even our basic move and attacks are those now. So let's just make sure we can get a charge back of something. So where is the move 3? And then if we're adjacent, yes, okay. And then fortitude, yep. Okay, and then for her, okay, so we're going to use... Where is it? Wave of Anguish. Attack 3 from every shadow. It does not consume the shadows. And then I will... Yeah. So... But then we need to use... Black Barrage to move all my shadows too, to make sure they're all next to an enemy. And then we'll use Wave of Anguish. Okay, so what's going to happen here? First off, he used his stuff, so yeah, let's use our potion. Get our armor and shield back. Okay. Move. Oh, crap. I'm not going to get adjacent to him. I thought I would. Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't activate my bottom thing yet, my move thing yet. That's why. Dirt to dur. Well, even with the boots. That's what I thought. I thought with the boots I'd be able to get there. Alright, well, I keep messing up. I keep messing up. I could just activate the bottom of this and you kill an enemy, you regain the use of an active bonus just to keep my active bonuses alive. No, I have to move 4, attack 4 for this turn. So at the very least I have to do this, I have to use my boots, and I have to walk around in a circle again. So, yeah, that's what's gotta happen. What's the range on these guys this time? 5 again. Let's just... I don't know. I want to get closer, at least. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I forgot. I need to activate my movement thing. But it's a bottom, so I need to be adjacent to an enemy. I don't know. I'm messing that up, and I'm getting really annoyed with it. Okay. We're going to move shadows 2. So, do I want to make sure one of these is definitely dead? It's an attack 3 from every one. Because, like, if I move both these back here, I can make sure that that one gets dead. I was hoping to attack that one with him, and it would be dead. And then I would only be left with, like, 2. So, I mean, the elites... Yeah, let's make sure the one in the back. So, confirm this one, move it back here. And actually, it's in a spot where I'd be able to attack either one. So, if I get it ×2 and happen to kill this one with this guy, then I can use that one. This one's already next to him. I could get it next to the one that's easier to kill in the back, though, which is what we're going to do. Okay. And now attack from this one first. Attack on this. Yep, let's go ahead and use the advantage on it. Confirm. +2 is not quite enough. Needed the ×2 to happen. Alright, so this one, we'll finish it off with this one then. So there's one cannon down. And then we'll attack from this one, and for this one I'll go ahead and use the poison dagger. Okay, so it should be down to 4 and poison. Alright, now this guy's going to take a bunch of hits again. think I have the helmet. Jeez, it's still 5 damage. At least that one couldn't reach me. Okay, I'm not doing very well right now. So sustained momentum needs to get activated. But I would also have to attack something for 4. So I need to move 4, and then I need to hit something. Which I don't have any move 4s left. Nope, move 3 and move 2 and move 4 a burn. Which I couldn't do that attack because it's a 3, so I'd really be burning for no reason. Do I need 1, 2, 3, 4? Yep, I need to move 4. And I don't have a top move. Yeah, I can mess this up again. It's too hard to try and go for it on certain maps. So you know what? Forget it. Forget it. I don't know what to do now. Alright, move 3 and get a shield, I guess. And then also shield again because we're going to be taking hits. Okay, and with her, we need to get... We have one that's next to 2 shadows, right? Or we can. This one. Because I could use Deepening Despair. I just need to move shadows, which I can. I should still have the move shadows 1. Maybe not. Ah, that was the bottom of Wave of Anguish. Okay, well, I got the move the shadow 5, so... What's the range on that one? That one's range, it's still 5 because of the pattern, essentially. Okay, so we're going to move this one here so that this is adjacent to 2 shadows. And then we can attack it for 4. Okay, and Deathwalker's turn. Drifter... Shield. Wait a minute. This says, never perform a move ability or attack with less than 4. Oh yeah, and perform at least 1 ability. Yeah, it can be less than 4. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so... Honestly, I'd be safer just moving back. Because these are going to attack for... Well, it's only attack 2, attack 2, attack 1. I have 2 shields when this is done, so... Charge! Leroy Jenkins it. It's fine. Everything's fine. So, artillery, -1, good, no damage. And the other one... 0, so no damage. Okay, we're good. We're good. And then this artillery, +1. Nothing. Alright. Now I can finally do things. Let's move and heal ourselves, and then... I'm going to go for that one in the back because I can kill it. And then for her... Attack 1, all adjacent. Could do that and muddle them. It's only an attack 1, but you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. So, where is that? Yeah. Call of Doom, and then for the bottom, you know, we're going to rest soon, so I'm just going to go ahead and I might use the bottom of Call of the Abyss. Because I'll just get it back after the rest, and then I'll use it. But the shadow I make would be way back here. So let's do this first. We'll teleport up closer. Okay, so... Yeah, we don't want to be adjacent to it when we're done. So let's move... Oh, crap. I keep forgetting. Why was I thinking it was a... I shouldn't have played another scenario, guys. I shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. Apparently my brain can only handle one at a time. Oh, well. I guess we're going here. So I can still attack something, even though it's going to make me suffer too after it attacks me. Maybe not. Maybe we'll happen to kill it. We got to pull it ×2. Nope. We'll pull it ×0 and not kill it. Okay. Attack from this. Muddle. Attack that. No damage. Great. Okay. And that was... Oh, it was only the one thing. Well, okay then. She's gonna take damage too if I do this. I don't. You know what? I messed this one so bad. Messed this one up so bad already. I don't even care. We'll just see what happens. I gotta negate it because it's gonna make me suffer too. Why didn't it make me suffer too? All enemies adjacent to the target suffer 2 damage. It didn't do the suffer damage. That's weird. So that's like glitched or something. Okay. I don't know. I almost just want to restart. You know what? Yeah. We are going to try this again. Where is it? There, temple entrance. Temple entrance round 1. We are going to restart because my brain is fried and I made so many dumb mistakes right there. It's unacceptable. It is below my standard. Okay. It's because I was trying to do the stupid feat for the mastery for Drifter, and I always forget that how it works, and you can mess it up on turn 1 really easy. So we're not going to do that. We are not going to do that. We are just going to go straight, normal, play to win the scenario, not worry about the rest of it. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get to that. I'd be better off if I can do some range attacking to whittle it down a little bit first on my way there. If I can stay out of range of 1, 2, 3, 4... I mean, range 5, though. And I don't have a lot of things that are... That's range 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I can hit it from here. So we're going to use Deadly Shot so we can poison it. And then we'll use... just a movement for now. Just something base there. Move 3 and get a shield out of it. Yes, okay. And then over here, we do make the shadows. That's definitely going to be standard every time. This move makes sense. Okay, continue. Range 5, they're attacking. Okay. Move 3 to just right here. Skip the rest of the movement. Get our shield, and then attack 1 with poison so we can do more damage to this guy later. Okay, and it pulled out a miss. So I'm glad I didn't go up and try to do a like regular attack. So at least we got him poisoned. Okay, now he's gonna hit him for attack 3, but we can use 2 shields, so we only take 1. This one's a -1, so it's gonna be 1 as well. Not bad. This one shouldn't be able to reach. Okay. Place 3 hexes. 1, 2, 3. Or 3 shadows. 3 shadows. And then move them all 2. So confirm. Move it up here. Wait, no. Move it. I'll move it onto it. That way I can move this one still towards the one in the back, but also still adjacent to this one, because then we could use our attack 4 right there. And then this one can move here and get adjacent to that one. And then I'm not going to use my potion yet. I'm going to hold off on that. Because we have a plan that we talked about once before with it that I finally remembered. Okay, now we need a way to take this guy out. We need to get Crushing Weight active. So we're going to do that. And what else could we go ahead and activate? The Retaliate might actually be pretty good on this one. I think, I don't know, healing's good though too, because you get a lot of health back. I think I'm gonna need the health again. I like the health one. I like it. Okay, that's what we're gonna do there. So, hang on. The health is a bottom and this is a top, right? Okay. Don't make that mistake. Okay, so we'll attack this with Deepening Despair, because there's 2 shadows next to it. And then... So, that keeps popping up like that because I use the mouse wheel to, like, rotate the camera. Well, if you just click on something, though, it gives you the tooltip on it. So, that's why that keeps happening, in case you're wondering. Okay. What are we going to do with our bottom? We could wound it, because it's not immune to wound, right? No, it's immune to muddle, it looks like. Or mind control, maybe? But not wound. So we could just do this, because that will at least wound that one that we're about to hit. And then... I think that's probably the best bet, except for maybe I can make my other shadow now. No, let's go ahead and do this for now. We'll get the wound, because we gotta take these turrets out before they murder us in this murder room. Let's use advantage on this. Hopefully we get something really good. +2 is good. Good. Alright, and then we're gonna wound it with this. So now it'll slowly die on its own anyway, even if we don't hit it again. Okay, and then we'll end that turn for her. Drifter, yeah, let's go ahead and get our armor back. We're going to need it. Boing, boing. Done. Okay, and then we're going to use this to get our heals going. And this to get Crushing Weight going. So I don't know, maybe we'll go for trying to get 1 use left on all our persistent abilities or something. Because that one you don't have to think about as much until you get closer to the end. Man, that hurt. This one's probably attacking her. Yep. -1. Good. These things can be really, really tough. This is not the best party for this. Composition that works a little bit better for this, I think, is if you have like the Bone Shaper, because you can put skeletons out here that just take all the hits for you, and your, main damage dealers can go up there and hit them without getting hit as much. All right, we've got our healing, we've got our attack. Now I need to move forward. I need to go smack this thing as hard as I can. So probably Fortitude, and then there's a move. Did I keep myself a move 4? I did not keep myself a move 4. Is Deadly Shot's the only move 4 I have? Okay. So I can't quite get to it unless... Nope, I need move 4. So we're going to have to just hit it with a range attack maybe. Or just use this to shield as we close in. Because I think I can have my Deathwalker hopefully take this guy out. Actually, okay, where's Draining Arrows? Is range... Oh, it's only range 2. Okay, I can't use that to get both of them. You know what? We're going to activate Sustained Momentum, and we're just going to shield up. Okay. And then for her. Okay. Stop. Now, I can attack that. I could use Fluid Knight. I could do this. Attack 1. As long as I do 1 damage, it'll die from the wound. Do I have anything else? Not really. So... Really need to get Call of the Abyss used before I start destroying shadows. So I guess this is going to be my best bet. Attack 1 and hopefully I do enough damage. Hopefully I hit it and it kills it. Could also use Shadow Step. If I use a basic move, 1, 2, then I can move 3 to here and I could hit it. But that's going to put her in range of probably both of these cannons, and that could be a problem. This one would still target him. Really just depends on what they do. You know what? Let's just go later. Yeah, later. And then... Decisions. You know what? No, we're going to do this because it could potentially kill it. And instead of using Fluid Knight for right now, I'm actually going to use the bottom of it. No, because that would remove a shadow as well. Oh, man. Let's move. Let's just do this. Okay, that's enough dawdling. Okay, they're only attacking from 1 and 2, so it's not that bad. Shield. And then we'll get our get this active. We've got better movement. In that turn, okay, Deathwalker, we're going to attack with this. Hopefully we kill the thing with it. I don't think it can be muddled, right? Immunity to muddle, yep. So no point in consuming the dark for... I mean, well, does it give me XP? No, so it doesn't really matter. Of course, we pull a -1. Ugh. Whatever. Okay, at the very least, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna hit me because if I move behind here, it can't hit me. Moving over here. Of course, this one will be able to hit both of us, so I don't know how much that actually is gonna help. And we can move a shadow. Let's move this one closer to the guy in the back. Let's move this one in between them. Move this one too. Okay, not ready to use that stamina potion yet. Okay, -1, so it's not going to be no damage to him. But it did 4 to her, because of course it did. Well, there went my teleport. Okay. That's dead next turn, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. These guys still can't reach. Now it's time to go freaking smack this thing. This. Fortitude. Good to go. We gotta get Call of the Abyss activated. And then... You know what? Since we're activating... No. Just... No. Call of the Abyss. And I don't know. Whatever I'm using, it's just going to be for the bottom anyway. Basic move, probably. Okay, what are they doing? Attack 2 at range 5. That one's going to be dead. This one's not going to be dead, but... Move 3. All the way up here. Get next to this thing. And hopefully smack it for a lot of damage. Let's get Sustained Momentum back, because that's the one that we used. Okay, Fortitude. Come on. Okay, +1. Okay, it's down to 2. Almost got it. But that's good. This is gonna hurt. Okay, that one died. That one missed. This one's... Uh-oh. It's 2 damage. And for some reason, it's not doing the thing where I should be suffering damage because I'm adjacent to this. So, whatever. I mean, that saved me. Alright. We're going to move up 2. No, that's not what I wanted to... Never mind. That's not what I wanted to do. I needed to use this first, but... It doesn't matter. Okay, moving on. Oh, yeah, we need the heals, and then let's kill this thing. We'll kill this thing, and then we'll move. And then for her, now that I've got that active, it's Fluid Nighttime. Let's kill that one over there. Alright, hopefully this finally starts to turn around a little bit. Fluid Night from this one. Confirm. Attack this, hopefully kill it. Mark it. Yes, got it. Alright. Okay, and then I can place my new shadow right here. And then I might as well use this to move this shadow over here. Okay, and in that turn, let's hopefully kill this thing. Got it. Good, good. Hey, Greg, what's up, man? Good to see you. Let's see, Crushing Weight. Let's give that back. And what's this thing doing? It's going to immobilize. You know, that's fine because we need to stay next to it to kill it anyway. Skip. And we're going to get some health back. Okay. So is that, what, 1 damage? That's fine. Let's not get immobilized. Not that it really matters. Yeah, let's not burn that for that. Been good. Been doing good, Greg. I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy Tactics here in what, about 2 weeks? Ish? 2 weeks-ish? But in the meantime, I'm a big Gloomhaven, Frosthaven fan, so I'm playing through the Frosthaven Early Access and having a good time with that. Mostly, unless my brain farts out on me and I make a bunch of mistakes like I did at the beginning of this one. Okay, move. Just moving up. Wait, this is this guy. Hang on, he needs to kill this thing if possible. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. I don't know. She has to rest. Okay, hopefully... Here's what we're going to do. We are going to have 4 bonuses active. I'm going to do it. Because we're going to use this. And now I'm going to do basic 2 to give me a better chance of killing this. If I pull a +2. And we did. So I'm glad I did that. Okay, cool. Got rid of it. Alright, and then we'll do our long rest here. And let's see. We already lost ones that I would normally get rid of. I mean, Anger of the Dead, I guess. I don't like losing that one too early, but... What's the plan for Final Fantasy Tactics? I don't know yet. I have briefly played it on mobile and couldn't stand the control scheme because of mobile, you know? And briefly tried an emulator too, and it just the control schemes just didn't click with me, and it was so I haven't played like I've barely played. So let's see, we can get crushing weight back. Wait, what is this? No, I don't want to do that. Oh, we need a long rest. So yeah, the plan would be, I don't know, probably I'm trying to decide if I'm going to stream the first playthrough or just do a playthrough so I got more knowledge base and start making like videos, guides, reviews, stuff like that. And then maybe do a stream after I'm more comfortable with the mechanics so the stream kind of goes smoother. That's what I did with Unicorn Overlord. Let's see. We need to move as much as we can. I do not have my teleport anymore. I could move 3 to a shadow, but there's no shadow within 3 of me. I do need to move my shadows, so let's do that for sure. Move all of them 2, get them close to the door, and then I'll just use... There we go, Call of Doom. Okay. So, move 3 straight up the middle. Ooh, wait a minute. She has to collect all the loot before she can leave. So, yeah, she's just going to hang out back here for a while. And I don't know what I was thinking because I didn't move my shadows because of how I did that, but that's okay because we'll use our stamina potion and we'll get the shadow moving card back. So we can do that on another turn here. That was one that hooked you on, yeah. Renting games. Oh, I remember that back in the day. I kind of missed that. You know? Especially back in, like, you know, like, you go back to, like, Super Nintendo. A lot of Super Nintendo and N64 games that I rented back in the day. And, you know, some of those games were short enough that you could rent it for a weekend and you could beat it over the weekend, you know? Didn't have to beg your parents to spend $50 to buy it for you. You could just, it was like $2 or something like that to rent it for the weekend, or $5. Okay, let's see. We're going to lose... I don't want to lose Deadly Shot. I need that move. Well, actually, I don't need the movement as much now since I've got the other card active. Yeah, it did give you a sense of urgency to get it done, that's for sure. Yeah, you know, my tactics game, like, playing didn't come till later. I'm trying to think, like, what's the first thing? I did a lot of RTSs back in the day on the PC. Like, I did a lot of Red Alert 2, Empire Earth, Age of Empires, those things. My dad liked playing those, so me and him would play those. So that was back, like junior high, high school, something like that. So that kind of got me started, but then I think... I'm trying to think the first, like, real tactics game I really got into. I don't know. It was much later. It was much later. Let's see. We're going to do Shockwave for the shield, and then we can run in and hopefully kill something with Fortitude. And then for her, she's going to hang out, and I'm going to have her go ahead and move a shadow. We're going to use Fluid Knight to get a shadow and attack with it up in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I can get to something. Okay, we're going to use the boots just to be safe. But yeah, I mean, honestly, what I'm thinking right now is, like, my getting in a tactics game wasn't until about 5 or 6 years ago. We started playing D&D with my cousin and his wife, and then we kind of went from there. We discovered Gloomhaven, started playing that. But I guess when it comes to like fantasy, like, you know, tactical RPGs, the one that really got me into it, I would have to say, was probably Triangle Strategy. That was one of the first videos on the channel that really blew up and did really well. And I think you know, that kind of got me back into it. It's a genre I had played before, but you know, I hadn't really delved real deep into it. I'm trying to think what was. I know there was something else before that because that wasn't like the first time I ever played one of those games. But I'm trying to think what it even was. I played XCOM back in the day. I played the original XCOM quite a bit back on, what was that, Xbox or Xbox 360? Good God. So yeah, you like generic character? Yeah, yeah. I do prefer a game where I can build my own characters as opposed to the pre-built ones. But the triangle strategy I liked because of it had a lot of synergies. Because the characters were already pre-built, they were pre-built with like specific synergies in mind. So it was more about building a party than it was building like individual characters. Like you could build the party to complement each other, and that's what I really enjoyed about it. So I do like building my own characters, but I really enjoy it when you can get those complementary characters and abilities and kind of combine them to dominate the game. So, I mean, and that's what I like about Gloomhaven and Frosthaven too, is that certain character combinations are very, very strong. And, you know, you do get to pick your cards as you level up, different cards, so you can build, you know, kind of build your characters to complement each other. Do I want to take this guy out, or do I want to try and take him out? We're going to have disadvantage because they're shadow demons. I think we're going to go right here and try to take him out. So attack 5. And, oh, we can cancel out the disadvantage, so let's do that. Hopefully we get him. Mark him. Got him. XCOM 2, yeah. So I downloaded it a while back on my Switch because it was, you know, on sale for like $7 or whatever, and it's the War of the Chosen One. It's got all the stuff in it. So let's see, where are we putting this shadow? Probably go towards that other guy. So I want to go back because I saw a review. Someone, it was the Switch Up guys, did a review for the Switch 2. And it said that the performance and everything is much improved for XCOM on the Switch because the Switch 2 is better hardware. And I think it was one of the games where like it used dynamic resolution scaling and the frame rate wasn't capped. So since it was designed that way on the Switch 2, it can actually take advantage and run at faster, higher frames, better resolution without even having like a Switch 2 specific version. So I kind of want to go back and try it now that it's a smoother experience. All right, this big boy's coming towards me. How are my charges doing? They're all right for now. I'm not sure what I want to do about this dude. I kind of want to not worry about him, like. And then there's those cannons. I want to take out this guy first, then come back and worry about him. He's going to take a minute to get to me because these traps are in his way. So let's use this to heal on our way over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll be able to get to him. And then use this and hopefully get him. For her, that shadow is probably in a good spot for now. Let's try and move to get some loot. This would have range 5 with darkness, so if that shadow happens to be in the right spot, we'll play this and see what happens. Play it like that. Okay. Slay the Spire. I played a bit of that one. That was fun. I don't know what it is about those little like card battler type games like that, but there's a lot of fun. It's just building the deck, I think. You know, it's back to that character building and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to see Final Fantasy Tactics, how they do it. Hopefully it's one of those ones where, you know, people that played it back in the day on the original hardware will be happy with what they do with it. I know, like, with Front Mission 3, there was a lot of issues because they used a lot of upscaling and they used, I mean, they had to have used AI upscaling, because some of those images, like if you look real close, you can see like, okay, I can see where people are coming from, where it's like, yeah, they used AI scaling and they didn't fix something. But then some people are complaining about very petty things. It's like, really? To the point where, like, if you never played the original of that game, you'll never notice any of that stuff. So, I mean, and from a gameplay perspective, it was absolutely fine. I had a great time with it. And, I mean, there's still a possibility I could go back and do a stream of that one day, too. Because I played through the one campaign, and then I have the other campaign to play through. So... But yeah, I think you're right. The hook will still be there. I mean, for me, it's more about gameplay anyway. I mean, yeah, pretty graphics are nice, but I could care less about the graphics, like, if the game is good and the gameplay is, engaging. Because there's plenty of pretty AAA games out there that just suck. They are terrible games. They are not fun, because they were too worried about making them look good at the expense of them actually playing well. Whether that be, the frame rate just drops out and it can't be played on hardly any hardware except for the top-of-the-line stuff because they were focused on making it pretty, or just the gameplay itself just sucks because they didn't worry about good game design. They just wanted to make something that looked good. So, that's my rant. That's my rant for the day about that. Yeah, build your party how you like, cross-class. Yeah, the cross-class gets me excited. I want to see what I can do with that. And that's why I know there's a lot of depth to that game. So I really want to... That's why I want to do it justice, and I think I will do a playthrough on my own, off-camera, to just better understand it. And, especially before I make too many tips, guides, videos, because being a remake... there's plenty of people already out there that know what's going on with that. So you don't want to look like the idiot on the block when you come and be like, oh, you can do this thing. And everybody's like, yeah, we know. I mean, with a new game that's never been out before, like we did with, what do I want to do here? Ooh. Yes. With a new game like, Unicorn Overlord, nobody understood or knew how the game worked when it first came out. We all had to learn together, right? So it was a little easier to kind of make videos as I go with that one because I was learning at the same time everybody else was learning, and then some people were farther behind or hadn't started playing yet, so you were able to help them out. And I know, I'm sure there'll be some newer players, so I'll probably still make some pretty, basic stuff in the beginning for those people. And then the people that are, experts, they can rail all they want about, oh, this is dumb, this isn't for blah, blah, blah. I'm ranting again. I don't know, I just love people on the internet. People on the internet are so kind and nice. Okay, yeah, she's just going to waste a lot of turns back here because she has to go around and collect all of this loot before she can leave the room, because I am bound determined to get her a battle goal this time. So, I mean, you know what, Drifter? You can handle it, bud. You can handle this by yourself. You got this. There's only 3 enemies left. It's fine. And look, you're going to heal yourself for 4. Look at that. You're feeling great. And then we're going to grab this loot, skip the attack, confirm the loot. Okay, and so these cannons are just, they're not elites, so that's good. It'll take them, as long as I don't move up there, they're not ever going to be able to hit me. Okay, he needs to go ahead and just take a nap. And for her, we're going to, I don't know. Wave of Anguish, Dark Fog, Call of Doom. I don't know what to do here. Move 3 and then move 3 to get another loot and then move. Let's just move 2 and move all our shadows 1. Actually, well, what am I talking about? I have to rest first. Dirt. So yeah, see, this guy will never get. He's just standing there and shielding. So I really don't have to worry about him too much. So we're going to heal one. That's going to use a continuous health charge, unfortunately. I think Violent Inheritance is going away now. So honestly, I'm gonna send him. Ignore this guy. I'm gonna go after these turrets, I think. Actually, we could use Shadow Step to speed this up a little bit, the bottom of it. And we're going to start attacking that guy with her, probably. So... Deepening Despair is probably not going to get a chance to be used, unless I use it to just move her up there very quickly. No, let's get rid of that one. Okay. So now we need to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to get to that. That is not going to happen on this turn. How are these doing? Okay, continuous health needs to be recharged, or I just need to make sure I never use it again, because I got to try and keep all these at 1 at the end of the scenario if I can. So I do have a move 4, right? Oh, did I get rid of it? I got rid of it. Okay, well then I should have a move 3. Okay, so that'll be a move 5. Let's do that. And then we'll probably just shield. Move 5 gets me where? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'd be range 3 from it, which means I can't quite get it with, where is it? Fortitude, because it would only be range 2. So yeah, let's just use Prudent Preparation for the shield. Or if we go late enough, I don't know if we can go late enough though. Those guys usually go really late, and 65 is the lowest that we have, so that's fine. Okay, with her, let's jump over there. I think we'll just use the bottom of Shadow Step here to do it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then if he moves closer, we'll just have to wait. So what am I doing for a top? I might be better off not burning that, actually, because I could use the top to move. So actually, if I move a shadow to here, then I can move 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. No, that doesn't work either. I mean, she doesn't have to grab all the loot, she just has to not leave the room. So I could just keep using this shadow up here to do work. Let's do that. Let's just focus on that for now. So move a shadow with 5 hexes and Fluid Knight. Boom. There we go. So we can attack something. Well, he's going to have a bunch of shields. So not him. I mean, I might have to do it anyway because I don't think I can get to one of these, and I still want the experience out of it. So what are the cannons doing? They're just attacking for 3. So... Oh crap, I forgot I had my boots, so I could have done Fortitude. Well, I'd have to take 2 traps though of damage. That's not good. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to right here. Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna shield up. Okay, and then for her, so yeah, he's shielded up. So he's got a ton of shield, like, what is that, 7 shield? So this attack 5 would just more or less be a waste on him. And plus I would lose my shadow because you're going to mark him, but he wouldn't die. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what, let's just move the shadow to the back of the room to go after that other turret out there. And then we'll just skip this top. Okay, I got armor, so that's good. So that's only 1 damage. The other one couldn't reach me. Okay, this attack will take crushing weight down to 1. So I need to use an attack that'll give me a charge of it back. Okay, so fortitude. Sustain momentum, I need to get one of those back. No, wait a minute. No, I have to use... Dang it. Okay, that's going to be hard. So, sustain momentum. This will be the last time I can use it unless I get something back somehow. Which I can't do. Because the only way I can get stuff back now is when I kill an enemy. So we have problems. We have problems if we're trying to get this over here. I should have hung on to... Wait a minute, I don't... Oh, they're right here. The ones that recover 2 active bonuses. It was relentless. So I may not be able to do this. The only thing I could do is if I short rested to make sure I get this back so I can move up here and regain a use of momentum. And then if I kill it, I'll get my use of crushing weight back. And that gives me one more turn to go over here and to kill this guy. And then I don't know what I'm going to do about this guy. So it may not work out. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to do the short rest. With her, I need to move my shadows. And we can at least tack 1 on that one. And then... Or I could use the top shadow step. Because then I can move 3 to one of my shadows, which would put me up here. So I can move that shadow back. I don't know how much it's really going to help anything, though. Let's just go with this plan. And that is, if I'm going to lose one, that was the one to lose. Okay. So, draining arrows. So if you're Jason exactly 1, you get a bonus back. And then I need to make sure it dies. So, got to use this one. I should have been more careful about which cards I kept trying to do this. Hey, that guy's finally moving. What are these doing? Attacking 2. And they do the thing that didn't work before. Let's see if it works here. But this really does rely on me actually killing him with this attack. So we'll get sustained momentum back. I gotta get a +1. Nope. Alright, well. I don't know. We may not be able to get that feat. It is supposed to be hard to get, so... Let's move our shadows, move all 2 hexes, confirm. Confirm. How many shadows do I even have out there? 3 or 4? I think it's just 3. There's these 2 and the one that's all the way up here. So we'll get that one there, and then I can go ahead and use this to attack from this shadow. Might as well poison it, might as well use advantage. No, let's not use the advantage. We'll save that for a bigger attack. Well, no, we're going to take a rest anyway, so... Yeah, whatever. Yeah, -1. Every time I use that attack, it was a -1. Never do any damage with it. But at least we poisoned it, so... Here he comes. -1, good. 1 damage. Disadvantage, he missed, good. And then he died? Oh yeah, because I have the retaliate thing on. Forgot about that. How many charges that do I have left? Because I can kill enemies with that. Just let them hit me. And it only does, what, 2 retaliate, range 2. So, like, this guy comes up and hits me. It'll work twice, but then the last one I would lose if I'm not careful. Okay, move 3, shield 1. Don't want to use the heal. Don't want to use the heal. I'm going to move to the chest. I'm going to long rest, and let's see. Shoot. Nope, I'll have to short rest, because if I long rest, I'll use a continuous health charge. This would have been so much easier if I didn't have her stuck in that room back there. Speaking of her, is it time to do anything? Can we do anything? Not really. Move 2 and move our shadows. That's about it. The next turn she'll be able to do stuff. So we're gonna move over here and shield up. Grab this chest. And now that I think about it, that was our last move that we could use. Let's get the attack. But what do we get out of the chest? New My Private Empire. Ooh, that one's a fun one, guys. We called it the game show when we played it on the board game. It's a scenario that's meant for you to keep going back to and replaying because you can play like each room and you can decide to quit after that room and you get rewards. So yeah, it's a fun one. Okay, let's see. Move 2. Move our shadows up to 1. So this shadow is actually fine where it is, so let's not move that one. Nope, we don't want to move. If we move out of that doorway, it's going to tell us, say we left the room. Hey, you missed again. This guy. Okay, this guy's going to attack. Two damage, but then he's going to take 2 damage. Oh. I mean, everything's at 1. Well, we're not close enough to ending the quest. Hey, I got my dynamo thing, though, so that's good. Let's see, if I short rest, I can get my thing back, so I can get a charge back of one of my active bonuses. I don't know if it'll give it back to me if it's the last use of it, though. Like, if I use that to move, I think this will be gone. So my best bet is really to just use, I think I can use that as a separate thing, right? Yeah, so I could get the charge back without moving and then use an attack. So we're going to short rest here. And then for her, we're also going to just short rest. File Assault. That... yeah, that's fine. I can't use that one now anyway if I'm trying to get that feat. That one, it's not the worst one I could lose. It's fine. Okay, so it's definitely Fluid Knight. Try and kill this thing. And that'll give me a shadow back, which I can then move over to where the big boy is. For him, it's going to be this one, so I can get my charge back so I can attack. And then I need to do... oh, I don't have an attack that would give me... well, wait, no, I'm going to get 1 charge of it back. So I can use 1 charge without recovering the charge. It'd be nice if I could recover it, because then I can get, like, my movement or something. So I need my biggest attack. It's got Pierce. It's the good one to use on him. Okay. Boom, boom. We'll see how this plays out. Okay, he's just doing that, and he's... okay. Use this. Skip movement, so I don't use that charge. Get Crushing Weight. charge back. Attack with a bunch of pierce. Come on. Okay, a +1. Took him down to 5. Drifter's done. Oh boy. I need to get rid of this cannon. Hopefully we get it right here. We got advantage. I forgot I saved that. I don't like... It keeps resetting to the character. That's kind of annoying. Come on, advantage. Yes. Got him because he's poisoned. And that gives me my shadow back. Okay, and then I can move 2 towards another loot. And then move... Is it all shadows? Yes, it's all shadows. Confirm. Move it here. Move this one. These are slowly getting there. I mean, if I can get one of them close enough, I can move it 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it would be, like, in there. But the main thing was getting this one to move so it's adjacent to this guy so she can attack him. So what's about to happen here is I'm going to retaliate for 2 on this guy. He's going to miss. Nice. And that was the last charge of my retaliate. They're all at 1. The quest has to end without me using any more of these charges. And the only way that happens... I have to short rest. I have to get fortitude back so I can regain a charge and I can attack. But the problem is that I will lose fortitude to do that. I can't long rest because I would use my other continuous health charge. So I have to short rest. I have to use some other attack, probably bloodletting, which will be an attack 5, so that's 2 past his shield. Then she needs to hit him with something, which would have to be... She has to short rest and get Fluid Knight back. Short rest. Short rest. Okay, we have to take the... We have to redraw and take the damage, because that's the card that we need. Okay, and that's also the card that we need, so we have to redraw and take the damage. Okay. I want to go as early as possible. Fluid Knight. Okay, and then for him, we gotta go, where was it? We gotta go Draining Arrows and then Bloodletting. Hopefully I go before he does. Okay. Alright, so the first thing is we're gonna do her attack, because if this takes him out, then we're just done. Unfortunately, I don't have my advantage goggles thing this time. +1 does it. Okay. He's at 1. He's at 1. She can grab this loot. Okay. So this match, this scenario, literally, to get this, I mean, it has it checkmarked right now, but I have to end the quest with 1 use left. To get this mastery, this attack has to kill him. But first we have to do this, skip the movement, so I can get a use of Crushing Weight back, so it doesn't disappear on me. And then we have to... Even a -1 is good here. Just no -2 or miss. Come on. -1. We got him. We got it. Woo! Yes! We got the mastery. What is this? The shadow? Yeah, that's the shadow. He's got 1 charge of everything left. So, skip the ability in the turn. Done. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, man. That's why I love and hate this game. Because you get those like victory moments that were very, very difficult to get, and it really does come down to like the last attack and what modifier card you pull. And then, you know, and then other times there's times where it just doesn't go your way, and you do a whole scenario and you're like one step away and you lose it right at the end. Most enemies killed, most loot collected, and we got both of them level ups. Awesome. Okay, so there. We did a mastery. Everybody got to see how a mastery is done. It's done by a lot of challenge, that's for sure. That,
How long has
I kept trying to do the other one because it's technically easier. It should be. But, oh hey, we each get 15 experience from that too as well. It is a nice feeling when the plan actually works. Yes. Very much so. I mean, I was playing it by the skin of my teeth there, though. I put myself into a little bit of a corner, because there's another card, if I would have had in my hand, would have made it a lot easier, because I could have recovered 2 of those uses a lot easier. Hunting Lodge upgraded. Yay! Visiting Trader. This is a campaign event. Okay, so I can buy 1 item per character, fixed price of 7 gold, or for a fixed price of 7 gold, I can buy 1 material resource. 7 gold is really high for material resource, because once I have my own stuff, I can buy them for 2. So the only thing that would make any sense is if there's an item down here that I want for somebody. But I don't know. I think we're pretty much decked out. The only one that has a spot left is her. And she does have shoes, so move 7 or more you gain experience. She doesn't move 7. That does not happen. This, actually, you know what? That could be useful. But it would also cost her 30 gold, which we don't have, and I'm trying to build her gold up. So you know what? I'm going to skip it. No thank you, trader person. I'm not buying from you. And that was another campaign event.
Soldiers bearing White Oak's insignia ride into Frosthaven on horseback. They drag a half-dozen sorry-looking men connected by a long chain.
Okay, these are the prisoners, so we can execute the prisoners. We can encourage Satha to let them work to keep for their keep, or we can let them live in our house.
Satha greets the soldier.
I want to let them live in my house because I want to see what happens. That sounds interesting. Will they steal all my money, or will they like do something good for me?
The soldier grunts, sizing up the new mayor.
New contingent of prisoners.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
You know firsthand how difficult it can be to get a foothold.
New
in
campaign
Frosthaven,
event unlocked.
and there's no need.
Okay. Down to the fun stuff. So let's go look at our level ups here first. So where's our new cards for the Drifter? So level 2 we already got. Level 3 now. Fierce Barrage or Dual Bow. So we basically have the melee version and the ranged version, and we're playing melee with this build. So this is probably what we're going to go with, but let's look at them both. To attack 2, you get to attack 2 enemies. So, you know, with Crushing Weight on, this would actually be like attack 4 on 2 enemies, which is really good. But I think that I don't know if it counts as a separate attack, so it would be 2 charges, or it would still only be 1. If it's only 1 charge, then this is really good. And then on your next 6 range attacks, you gain a target, which, okay, so they're kind of both. That has, okay. And then the Dual Bow is attack 2, target 2 at range 3. So if you were using the, you know, the active card for giving you more ranged damage, I think that's what it does. That would be really good. Regain 4 uses of 2 of your active bonuses. Wow, okay. 4 uses of 2 of your active bonuses. That brings you back from 0 to, like, really good. This isn't as straightforward as it looked at first, because if I want a melee attack, you know, yes, this is good. But getting 4 uses of my active bonuses, which is where all the strength of the Drifter comes from, I might have to go with this one. And you know what? The range attack, it comes in handy sometimes. Yeah, I'm going with Dual Bow, I think. Just because that bottom. I want that bottom. Okay, so let's see what card we would have to take out to put that in. I mean, Deadly Shot could come out. I do like having that move 4 though. But let's see. Let's sort these by level so I can see what's going on. Okay. So yeah, this is no movement to it. So I mean, I think I can do without the movement. I'll just make sure I'll just use my card that gives me the movement every time if I need movement, you know. So yeah, let's do that. We'll take where to go? The poison arrow attack or deadly shot. We'll take that out. We'll put dual bow in. We can always switch it around later if we want, if that doesn't work out. And let's see what we got for perks. Wait, do we have 3 perks taken, or do I have 3 available? I think we have 3 available. We got 1 from the level up. We didn't. Did we get his? Oh, that's right. We get perks from the mastery. Duh. The mastery gave me. Actually, let's look at it. Hero management. Where's his masteries? We got 1. Yeah, we got 1 perk, 1 full perk from completing the mastery, and we got 1 from level up. And then, did we get our battle goal too? We might have, because that's, yeah, so we have 3 perks to pick. That's awesome. So do we have any that take 2? This one does. What's this? Whenever you long rest, you may gain use from one of your persistent abilities. We're going to take it because we have the 2 perks. That's a good time to take those. And then we'll look at the single one that's left. I could bring an extra hand item. That could be useful, but I don't really need that yet. Ignore quest effects and add a +1. Yep. Ignoring quest effects for sure. Plus we get another +1 card. That's good. That's good. And then it's soon enough we're gonna have to start taking out, getting rid of these -1s. I think that's probably the next thing we're gonna go for. Oh, and our -2. See, in Frosthaven they made it a lot more challenging to just go for. It was always just about the numbers on Gloomhaven. It was like, oh, take out your negatives, add in positives, yada yada. With Frosthaven, it's much more about, oh, you got really cool special things that happen with some of these. That makes it, you know, some of these are actually better to take first than just taking numbers out. Okay, so that's his level up done. Let's look at our Deathwalker. New cards. What do we have for level 3 for her? Deadbolt, Ritual Sacrifice. So Deadbolt is an attack 3 at range 4, and if we have Darkness, we can curse with it and gain an XP. That's not bad. That curse is really nice, and an attack 3 with range 4 is actually a pretty decent ranged attack. And then we can move all shadows up to 3 hexes. I like this one. Okay, Ritual Sacrifice is attack 3 and +1 for each shadow in or adjacent to the hex occupied by the target. This is a melee attack, though. So, you know, if we attack someone where we have 3 shadows around them, you know, it's an attack 6, it's repeatable, it doesn't burn. But we don't really do melee with her. And it's funny because they put these, like, melee kind of build you could do with her and with other characters that only have like the 6 health. They have the lowest health, but they still put these like melee builds that could be done, but they're like really like high risk, high reward type things. But let's see, the bottom of this one, remove any number of shadows within 3 for each shadow removed, gain experience, and grant 1 ally or self a shield 1, move 2, and creates dark. This is reusable. We have to eat our shadows to do it, but we could give ourselves, let's see, grant 1. Okay, so basically you remove a shadow for each ally you want to give a shield to. I think for the way I'm playing it, Deadbolt's the card I'm going to go with. Because I'm all about using those shadows, and being able to move all my shadows 3 hexes is really, really good. Because that's kind of what's limiting me right now, is being able to move them. So actually we need to go over here then, and okay, we're still sorted by level. Deadbolt needs to come in, so it is, okay, a straight upgrade to Black Barrage, basically. Except for this would have 1 more range with the darkness, but moves all 2, but it's kind of good to have more moves than not. I might get rid of this, even though that's my move 3 for her. Let's see, Fluid Knot, nope. Shadow Step. No, I use that one, well, I don't use it that much. it would be Shadow Step to get this. So it's either Shadow Step or Call of Doom, because this top has been pointless for me. The move 3 and the Create Dark, really the move 3 is what I'm hesitant to lose up here. And with this one, I have a move 3 if there's a shadow, and then I get to attack at the end of that if there's an enemy there. So it's like, let's take Call of Doom out for now to put this one in, and we'll see how that. Although we need the darkness activated to use this, so I take that back. We're going to take out Shadow Step because it doesn't create or use dark. All right, now perks. She's got 2. One from a level up and probably 1 from perk points. So she doesn't have anything that uses 2 perk points, so let's just see what we've got going on. Restless Night, whenever you're long rest, you move 1 shadow up to 3 hexes, so that's useful for sure. Haunting Dreams, when you short rest, you can consume dark, and you muddle curse range 2 as if you were occupying an hex, so you do that from a shadow, okay. Cloak of Shadow, if you're occupying a hex with a shadow, all attacks targeting you have disadvantage. So see, that goes back to the melee build. Like, that would be a good thing for that. Focus, take a -1 out. Consistency, remove 2 -1s. I already took the negative. I'm just gonna go the numbers game on her right now, because this isn't gonna be always useful, because it's gonna depend on. I mean, you have to short rest, and you'd have to have an enemy within 3 of a shadow. This one's a little more useful. So you know what? Let's see. We got 2 perks. Let's take this one so we can move shadows on long rest, and then let's get rid of 2 -1s. Oh, I forgot. I have to confirm, and then confirm. Cool. So her hand's looking pretty good. She's got a lot of positive going on, not hardly any negative. So okay, that takes care of that. So now we go back to our outpost. Let's see. Did we build? We built the hunting lodge. So Drifter needs to buy some furs or hide, because he needs to build that armor, make that armor for himself. So we're going to give him some hide. And then I think it's only 1 character can buy it each time. Yeah, there's a weekly limit on how much you can get, and you get more as you upgrade these buildings. So right now it's just 1. So who needs metal? She has 2. He has 2, so it doesn't really matter. Let's use him, because I'm using his gold to buy stuff, because I want to. Her retirement goal, I believe, was to have 10 gold or 100 gold or whatever. Where is it? Personal quest. Yeah, so I kind of try not to use her gold supplies as much, but we're gonna have to be able to upgrade something here. So what do we have left new building wise to build? We could upgrade our walls again, which might be a good idea. Oh, those were upgrades. Hang on. Okay, here we go. We do need the climbing gear to continue the main quest. Or we could just do the next quest in the that side quest. I know that one's a pretty challenging one. How much does the climbing gear cost to make? Let's get the climbing gear done. So donate. It only costs 1 wood. It costs 3 metal and 2 hide, which I don't want to use my hide right now, so never mind. Never mind. Refund. We're not going to do that, which means we're probably not going to build anything, actually, because it's all going to take hide, probably. What does the logging camp? Does it use hide? It does use hide. Alright. Is there an upgrade that we can do, maybe? Takes 1 hide. Takes 1 hide. I hate to skip a week and not do an upgrade, but you know what? I think it's fine. We're going to not do it because I really want him to have that better armor. So we need to go to the craftsman. Go to crude hide armor, because it gives us 2 disadvantages on us when they attack us instead of just the 1 from the leather armor. So confirm. And we're going to equip that one. We're going to sell this one for the 7 gold. Alright. So now he is fully decked out. He is good. He should be good for a while. Actually, we're at level 3 now, which means we can have a second small item. Do we have any small items? No, other than potions. So we'll go check out the alchemy here in a second. For her, what could she do for herself? Anything? The only thing she needs is boots, maybe a second-hand item. I mean, I get her the crude shield, but she have to take a -1 to do that, so. Alright, no. Alright, over to alchemy then. We got any new vegetables to use? I don't think we do. Nope. Okay, well, I guess that's all we can do for now then. So we're not going to be doing any upgrading or... Unless, does the wall? Nope, wall takes hide too. Everything takes hide. Alright, so I think that's it then. I think that's all we can do for now. It is week 5 of summer. We have 5 more weeks, which means we can play 5 more scenarios before winter hits and we start getting attacked all the freaking time. So one of the things we need to do in those next few weeks is definitely get at least one more wall upgrade done. And then I would like to, at the very least, be able to get our lumber camp built so that we can, you know, gain resources every time we come back to town. Okay, so going to the world map. We didn't make the climbing gear, so we're going to have to go with... Because that Snowscorn Peak requires that. Ooh, you know what? What's this require? Climbing gear as well. Dang it. I really want to do this one. This one's a lot of fun. You can keep going here and farming. So we could play a whole thing where we just farm for a while. So I guess we might do the Temple of Liberation. This one is a pain in the neck. It's a very tough scenario. But we might do that one. Well, we also have the Work Freeze, where they're trying to make the path through the mountains. That one's an interesting... Actually, we might do that. That one's an interesting one. So we'll either continue that Temple of Liberation or we'll do the Work Freeze next time. One of these two, probably. Most likely. But with that, that's going to be the end of today's stream. So, hey, thanks everybody for watching today. Thanks, Greg, for hanging out. We'll continue again on Monday and all of next week for this stream. And then I may continue it. I may not the week after that. We'll see how it's going. We'll see how well it's doing. But with Final Fantasy Tactics coming out, I definitely want to be spending some time with that. So it may slow this down a little bit. Maybe I'll just take the Frosthaven stream down to like once a week after that. But I do want to continue it because I'm enjoying it a lot. I really do like this game. It's a lot of fun. So, with that said though, remember to like and subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day and keep on gaming.